The moment finally arrived on the grand stage of American Idol, Mark, and the entire audience erupted with excitement as the winner of the 2026 season was officially announced. Lights flashed across the stage, the crowd stood on their feet cheering, and emotions filled every corner of the theater as Ryan Seacrest revealed the name that millions of viewers had been waiting to hear. After months of performances, emotional stories, and unforgettable songs, Hannah Harper was crowned the new champion of American Idol 2026. The celebration instantly became one of the most emotional finales in recent American Idol history. As confetti poured from the ceiling and music blasted through the venue, Hannah Harper stood frozen in shock. Tears filled her eyes while the audience screamed her name again and again. The cameras captured every emotional second as she tried to process what had just happened. Winning American Idol had been a dream for years, but in that moment, it finally became reality. Friends, family members, judges, and fans all celebrated together as the newest star of country music embraced the biggest moment of her life. Moments after her victory, Hannah Harper sat down for an exclusive interview backstage, still overwhelmed by everything that had just unfolded. Her makeup remained flawless despite all the tears, but she immediately admitted that she had been crying nonstop ever since hearing her name announced. The emotions were impossible to hide. Every word she spoke carried the excitement, disbelief, and gratitude of someone whose entire life had changed within seconds. When asked how she was feeling after becoming the newest winner of American Idol, Hannah Harper laughed nervously and admitted that nothing felt real yet. She explained that she still felt like someone needed to pinch her because the entire night seemed like a dream. The reality of becoming a national star had not fully settled in. Even while holding the title of champion, she still sounded like the humble, small-town artist viewers had fallen in love with during the season. The interviewer reminded her once again that she was officially the winner of American Idol 2026, and the crowd nearby could still be heard cheering loudly in celebration. Hannah Harper smiled through tears and confessed that everything still felt overwhelming. She explained that she did not think the victory had truly hit her emotionally, yet because the entire night had moved so fast. One second, she was standing beside the finalists waiting for results, and the next second, her entire future changed forever. When the conversation turned to the exact moment her name was announced, Hannah Harper paused emotionally before answering. She explained that the very first thing she felt was gratitude. Instead of focusing on fame, trophies, or success, she immediately thought about the people who helped her reach that stage. She talked about the millions of voters who supported her every single week and believed in her talent from the beginning of the competition. According to her, she did not win alone. She believed the victory belonged to everyone who supported her journey. She continued explaining that the experience still felt completely insane. Every week during the competition had been filled with pressure, nerves, rehearsals, and emotional performances. Yet fans continued to stand beside her. Hannah Harper said she remained incredibly appreciative of every person who voted for her and encouraged her during the season. She described the entire journey as overwhelming in the best possible way. Faith also played a major role in her emotional response after winning, explained that she believed God had opened doors for her throughout the entire competition. She shared that once those opportunities appeared, she simply kept moving forward with determination and trust. Even after winning the biggest singing competition in America, she still sounded grounded and deeply thankful for every blessing she had received. One of the most shocking moments during the interview came when the conversation shifted toward history. The interviewer informed Hannah Harper that she had become the first female country artist to win American Idol since Carrie Underwood. The revelation completely stunned her. She admitted that she had not even realized that fact until that very moment backstage. Her eyes widened in disbelief as she asked how many years it had been since Carrie Underwood won the competition. When she learned it had been more than 20 years, she looked even more emotional. The realization of joining such an important piece of American Idol history suddenly added even more pressure and excitement to her victory. Hannah Harper openly admitted that she now felt like she had very big shoes to fill. Becoming connected to the legacy of Carrie Underwood was both inspiring and intimidating. She laughed while saying that she needed to get to work immediately because expectations would now be incredibly high. Fans online quickly reacted to the comparison, with many viewers already predicting that Hannah Harper could become the next major country superstar to emerge from the competition. The conversation soon shifted toward the support she received from Carrie Underwood herself. Although they only had a few seconds to speak after the finale, the interaction clearly meant a great deal to Hannah Harper. She explained that Carrie Underwood immediately began offering advice about balancing music and motherhood. Since both women are mothers, their conversation became personal very quickly. According to Hannah Harper, Carrie Underwood warmly told her that she understood how difficult life with children could become while managing a demanding music career. She encouraged the new winner to reach out anytime she needed help or guidance. Hannah Harper laughed while recalling how eagerly she accepted the offer, joking that she needed every possible tip and trick she could get. The emotional family moments did not stop there. During the interview, Hannah Harper revealed that she had already spoken with her children shortly after winning the competition. Her babies had FaceTimed her while she was still standing on the stage celebrating the victory. The moment instantly melted hearts across social media as fans imagined the adorable family conversation happening amid all the chaos backstage. She explained that it was already late at night back home, and she jokingly told the children they needed to go to bed. However, the excitement was simply too big for bedtime rules. Her kids were reportedly thrilled and full of energy after watching their mother become the newest champion of American Idol. For many viewers, those family moments made her victory even more emotional and relatable. Another unforgettable part of the evening involved Hannah Harper's father, who apparently spent most of the finale crying emotional tears. The interviewer jokingly referred to him as Waterworks because he had become so emotional throughout the night. Hannah Harper laughed immediately because she already knew exactly what they were talking about. She explained that emotional reactions were completely normal in her family and joked that she intentionally avoided looking toward her father during certain moments because she knew seeing him cry would make her emotional too. Despite trying to stay composed, she later learned that her father had indeed been crying heavily during the finale announcement. The interview suddenly turned hilariously chaotic when everyone began debating the correct grammar for weep. The interviewer joked that her father wept, while another person accidentally said weeped, creating a funny moment of confusion backstage. Laughed uncontrollably as everyone playfully corrected one another. The funny exchange instantly showed fans that despite all the fame and excitement, she still maintained a warm and goofy personality. At one point, Hannah Harper jokingly called herself a dumb homeschool girl after getting caught up in the grammar confusion. The interviewer quickly reassured her that nobody was making fun of her and that everyone was simply laughing together. The wholesome interaction became one of the most shared backstage clips online because viewers loved seeing her genuine personality shine through. As the conversation continued, the interviewer asked what the very first thing would be that she planned to do once reality finally settled in. Without hesitation, Hannah Harper admitted that rest would come first. After months of nonstop rehearsals, performances, interviews, and emotional pressure, she clearly needed time to recover physically and emotionally. She revealed that she planned to take approximately 2 weeks to rest before immediately diving back into music. Although she wanted a short break, she also sounded eager to begin the next chapter of her career. She explained that she intended to start recording and writing more songs very soon, because the competition had shown her that people genuinely connected with her voice and her stories. Hannah Harper shared that many people throughout the season kept telling her she had an important voice that deserved to be heard. Hearing that encouragement motivated her even more to continue creating meaningful music. She explained that she felt like she still had a lot to say artistically, and she seemed incredibly excited to begin sharing even more personal songs with the world. When asked to summarize the entire American Idol experience in just one word, she paused carefully before finally choosing the word challenge. Instead of describing the journey as glamorous or easy, she honestly admitted that the competition had pushed her emotionally, mentally, and physically every single week. However, she also explained that the next challenge was only beginning now. Winning the show was not the end of the journey. It was the beginning of an entirely new chapter. Suddenly, she would need to transition from contestant to professional recording artist while maintaining the authenticity that fans loved so much during the competition. Fortunately for Hannah Harper, she now has an incredible support system standing behind her. The interviewer reminded her that she now had legendary figures like Carrie Underwood, Lionel Richie, Bryan, and Ryan Seacrest supporting her future career. Knowing that such experienced stars believed in her talent clearly meant a great deal to the newly crowned champion. Lionel Richie spoke very highly about Hannah Harper during the finale interviews. He praised her songwriting abilities and emotional connection with audiences across America. According to him, one of her greatest strengths was the ability to connect deeply with mothers and families watching from home. He believed that authenticity became one of the biggest reasons viewers consistently supported her throughout the competition. He also praised her comfort level on stage, explaining that she always appeared natural and genuine during performances. Unlike some contestants who seemed overwhelmed by pressure, Hannah Harper remained calm and emotionally connected every time she stepped under the spotlight, confidently predicted that she could have a massive career if she continued working hard after the show. At the same time, he also offered realistic advice. Winning American Idol, according to him, was only the first half of the challenge. The real work begins after the confetti falls and the cameras disappear. He encouraged her to continue succeeding repeatedly by making great music and building a long-lasting career. Most importantly, he reminded her to enjoy every moment of the journey. Bryan also praised the new champion during post-show interviews. He explained that Hannah Harper never wavered throughout the competition. Week after week, she delivered solid performances filled with emotion and authenticity. According to him, audiences could immediately recognize when an artist was being real, and he believed viewers connected with her because she always stayed true to herself. He emphasized that authenticity became one of her most powerful qualities as an artist. Instead of trying to imitate other singers or chase trends, she consistently presented her genuine personality and real-life experiences through music. Bryan believed that honesty helped her stand out among the many talented contestants competing this season. One particularly emotional part of the interview came when Carrie Underwood discussed wanting to stay connected with Hannah Harper after the competition. She reportedly told the new winner that they needed to exchange phone numbers because she was genuinely excited to see what her future career would become. Carrie Underwood specifically mentioned wanting to help Hannah Harper manage the difficult balance between motherhood and fame. Since both women understand the pressures of raising children while maintaining demanding careers, their connection immediately became meaningful on a deeper level beyond music. For Hannah Harper, hearing those words meant everything. She explained emotionally that she only reached the American Idol stage because of the support system surrounding her throughout life. Family members, friends, and supporters formed the village that helped her survive the competition emotionally. Knowing that her support network was now expanding to include people like Carrie Underwood felt almost unbelievable to her. She described the entire experience as favor from the Lord, explaining that she believed God continued placing incredible people in her life at exactly the right moments. Every opportunity seemed to open another door, and every new relationship strengthened her confidence moving forward. She spoke with deep gratitude while reflecting on how dramatically her life had changed. Toward the end of the interview, the mood shifted back toward humor as the conversation turned to the winner's prize money. The interviewer jokingly suggested that with all the prize money now available, Hannah Harper could finally buy unlimited amounts of string cheese. The random joke instantly made everyone laugh again. Hannah Harper enthusiastically played along with the joke, laughing loudly while agreeing that unlimited string cheese sounded amazing. The silly conversation became even funnier when someone added that it was a good thing nobody involved was lactose intolerant. The backstage area erupted with laughter once again, ending the emotional interview on a lighthearted and joyful note. Fans online immediately flooded social media with reactions after watching Hannah Harper's exclusive interview. Many viewers praised her humility, authenticity, and emotional honesty. Others celebrated the fact that country music finally had another female album, Mark American Idol champion, after more than 2 decades since Carrie Underwood's historic victory. Throughout the entire season of American Idol 2026, Hannah Harper consistently built a loyal fan base by remaining relatable and emotionally open. Viewers connected not only with her voice, but also with her personal story as a mother chasing an impossible dream. Week after week, audiences watched her grow from a hopeful contestant into a confident artist capable of commanding one of the biggest stages in television. Her performances often carried deep emotional weight, especially during country ballads and personal songs that reflected real-life experiences. Fans repeatedly praised her ability to make every lyric feel honest and believable. That emotional connection ultimately became one of the defining reasons she captured America's heart during the competition. Industry experts are already predicting that Hannah Harper, could become one of the biggest breakout stars to emerge from recent seasons of American Idol. Her combination of emotional storytelling, strong vocals, authenticity, and relatability gives her significant crossover potential within modern country music. Many fans have already begun comparing her early journey to the rise of Carrie Underwood, although Hannah Harper herself remains humble about those comparisons. She clearly understands the importance of hard work moving forward and knows that winning the competition is only the beginning of a much larger career journey. As the cameras finally stopped rolling backstage and the celebrations continued late into the night, one thing became incredibly clear. Hannah Harper's life would never be the same again. The small-town mother who once dreamed about singing on television had officially become the newest face of American Idol and one of country music's most exciting rising stars. The road ahead will undoubtedly bring pressure, expectations, and challenges. But if her emotional interview proved anything, it is that Hannah Harper plans to face every moment with gratitude, authenticity, humor, and faith. Whether she is writing emotional songs, balancing motherhood, or performing on massive stages across America, fans already believe they are witnessing the beginning of something very special. For millions of viewers who watched the unforgettable finale of American Idol 2026, the victory of Hannah Harper felt bigger than just another television competition result. It felt like the arrival of a genuine artist whose story connected deeply with ordinary people everywhere. And judging by the emotional reactions pouring across social media, audiences cannot wait to see what happens next in her incredible journey.